Hello? Hello, are you there? Mrs. Sawyer was otherwise engaged today, and she asked me, the Queen of Mathematical Land, to come and fill in for her. Yes, I know some people say I do bear a slight resemblance to Mrs. Sawyer. However, I can assure you that she is not a queen. Okay, all of you boys and girls out there in computer land, make sure that you have your math journal or your paper and pencil, otherwise it's off to the dungeon with you. What? No. Kingsport City Schools does not put children in dungeons when they don't have their paper and pencil. How terribly disappointing. I can assure you, if you were in Mathematica Land and weren't doing your math, you would be in my dungeon. For heaven's sakes. So, I know all of you loyal subjects out there, all ready to go with the decimal of the day. This is it. I am a little bit harder than Mrs. Sawyer, and I wanted to give you a challenge. So please push play on those electronic devices of yours, or excuse me, push pause on your electronic devices and take care of writing this decimal number in word form. I do suppose that you know you have to write it after you say it. Please go ahead and do that, and then I'll go over the answer with you. Oh, you're back. Now, there's a whole number in here that you should see. It's 101, and that's what you should write first. $101. Oh dear, all of my jewels are hitting the board as I try to write. So, do you know what the decimal point says? I can assure you that all the children in Mathematica Land would know the answer to this. Oh, all of you Kingsportians, you know it as well. It says and. And has Mrs. Sawyer taught you a way to know the decimal's first and last name? Did she tell you its first name is just the number? Oh, she did. Remarkable. So you will know how to say 487. Let's write that down. 487. And the decimal's last name is the value of the last place value spot. Can I hear someone out there say it? Yes, it is thousandths. Please check your papers and see if you are as intellectually gifted as the students in Mathematica Land. Now, you've probably never even heard of this. I don't know if Mrs. Sawyer has even taught this, because children look at it and they freak out because they think it looks so complicated. I'd like for you to show me if you have the knowledge to write this decimal number in expanded form. Push pause and do that, please. Oh, you're back. Can someone out there... Oh, you do know how to do it. That's astonishing. So you're saying you have 1 times 100 plus, well, there's nothing in the tens place, so you don't need to put anything there. So then you're going to say 1 times 1 plus, I know you won't know how to do the decimal numbers. What? You know how to do the decimal numbers in expanded form? Oh, that's quite unbelievable. 4 times 1/10 plus 8 times 1/100th plus 7 times 1/1000th. Oh dear, I didn't think you would be able to do that. I'm really rather surprised at that. Oh, this next mathematical concept that we're going to do is so difficult. I'm sure that you won't be able to do this, but I'll go ahead and tell you to anyway. What I'd like for you to do is to write this number down, draw a line after it, write this number down again, draw a line after it, and write this number down again, and draw a line after it. You're going to be doing something called rounding, if you've heard of that before, and you're going to be rounding this number to the tenths place. You're going to be rounding this number to the hundredths place, and you're going to be rounding this number, you won't know how to do this, to the ones place. Okay, please push pause and try to do that. I hope you don't strain your little brains too hard. Okay, and you're back. Mrs. Salyer tells me that you can do this. She thinks quite highly of all of you and has talked about how mathematically inclined you are. I believe she almost referred to you as a math genius. She said that you knew that you had to find the place value of what you're rounding to, and she told me that you knew that you would circle the digit in, whoops, I'm about to make a mistake, circle the digit in the tenths place, and she said you knew to look at the neighbour, and she also said that she had let you in on the secret rhyme. No one is supposed to know the secret rhyme. That's highly confidential, so don't tell anyone. 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. So this 4 can only do one of 2 things. It can stay the same or raise up to the next digit. Since this is 5 or more, it's going to raise up. You keep everything in front of it, and everything after it falls off. How did you do on that? Oh my, so many of you have it correct. Very surprising. And on this one, if you circled the digit in the hundredths place, that was the 8. You looked at the neighbour next door, and you said the secret rhyme. 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. So you know that that 8 can only do one of 2 things. It's either going to stay the same or it's going to raise up to the next digit. And because it's 5 or more, it's going to raise up. You keep everything before it, and everything after it drops off. Now, in our final rounding problem, you had to find the digit in the ones place, which is 1. You're going to look at the neighbour. It's 4 or less. Now, this 1 can only do one of 2 things. It can stay the same, or it can raise up to the next digit. Because this is 4 or less, it's going to stay the same, and everything after it drops off. Now, I have decided that I'm going to give you a little bit of a challenge to do. I'm not quite sure if you can do it, but we'll see. I would like for you to take this number, and I would like for you to do a decimal addition problem by adding 9 and 99 hundredths to it. Okay, push pause. I'll bet they don't know to write it vertically. Oh dear, I hope you didn't hear that last part. I thought you were paused. Okay. No, you're writing it vertically. You know how to do that. Oh, my goodness, that's just incredulous. So, you've written plus you probably don't know what to do with that decimal point, so I'll tell you. The number one rule when you're adding what? You already know the number one rule. You already know that you have to line your decimals up. Unbelievable. I just can't believe this. And it just comes straight down. You already know that you put a 0 in if you have missing digits. I can't believe it. 7 plus 0, 9 plus 8 is 17. Well, I know that 9 plus 1 is a combination that makes 10, and that's easier because 10 is a friendly number in my kingdom. So 10 plus 4 is 14. Put down the 4, carry the 1. 9 plus 1, another 10, another friendly number, plus 1. Oh, did any of you get 111 and 477 thousandths? You did. Oh my, I'm quite impressed. Perhaps I can entice some of you to move to the kingdom of Mathematica Land. I could certainly use brilliant math students like you. Okay, let me give you something else to do. This is so hard. You won't be able to do this one, I know. This is the problem that I want you to do now. A subtraction problem. $86 and 54 hundredths, you're taking it away from 101 and 487 thousandths. Push pause and see if you can do that. Okay, you're back with us. Let me see. Oh, you've written it vertically. Oh my, I didn't think you'd know how to do that. And I suppose you also remembered that the decimal just comes straight down. And then you said 7 minus 0 is 7. 8 minus 4 is 4. You can't take 5 away from 4 unless, of course, you're doing negative numbers, and that's not something that you'll get into until 6th grade. However, Mrs. Salyer has been known to do it after TCAP testing to get you prepared. So I'm going to have to regroup. And I know that 14 minus 5 is, oh dear. There's zeros there. I'm not sure what to do. Well, let me see. I can regroup here and make that a 9, and 10 minus 6 is 4, and 9 minus 8 is 1. And I have 14 and 947 thousandths. Does anyone know a way to check it and make sure I'm correct? What's the opposite of subtracting? It's adding, of course. So I am going to take the subtrahend, which is the mathematical name for what you're subtracting, and add it back. And if it's correct, I should get this number here. And notice it's the same, so that answer was correct. It has been my pleasure to work with you today. Now, before we go, please remember that I am the Queen of Mathematica Land, and what that requires. If you are a young man, you need to stand and you need to bow at the waist to the Queen. If you are a young lady,